Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. I want to welcome you to Shortcuts for Your Souls Friday edition. And today, what love does with the ascended. To understand what frequency and vibration are and the impact they have on our lives, it's important to know the distinction between vibrations. Vibrations like love, fear, frequencies of different radio stations. Vibrations determine the organization of matter. Vibrations determine the organization of matter. As you get to an understanding of this and recognize that you are in a position to be able to alter, control, and direct the vibrations that you emanate at any given point in time, you move into a position of creation where you can deliberately begin to organize and create conditions in your life. Now, if you are unaware of this truth, that certain emotions that you can generate, emotions aren't just something that are randomly happening to anybody. Emotions are something that you can consciously generate. Whereas when you're children, most of the emotions that you end up experiencing are emotions that are given to you, literally by your environment, the way your parents are, the way your teachers are, the way your friends are. Emotions are something that you're taught from the environment, certain qualities of feeling that you adopt and then begin to represent in your life in the process of growing and changing and evolving. And so, how do you then get to that place? How do you get to that place where you are deliberately, consciously evolving your emotions instead of just carrying forward the emotions of your past? One of the ways to know that is by what you feel in your body, what you think in your mind, and what you remember from your past. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Bogumila. There's a lot of changes happening. A lot of changes happening on this planet right now. So understanding what love does, this is very important. If you understand what love is for you to any degree, love does things very differently than any other vibration. It creates a level of coherence and organization in matter that cannot be generated by any other frequency. There are degrees of love in terms of its intensity and its impact on the conditions of time-space, on the conditions of your body, on the conditions of your world. Being able to deliberately align yourself to a vibrational frequency of love in any moment can shift you from suffering to grace, can shift you from suffering to grace. This can happen in an instant, even in your most despairing moments. If you choose to align yourself to a deliberate feeling of love as you understand it, you'll begin to feel a shift. The shift must happen within you first and be sustained enough so that it begins to be something that unfolds around you. The shift that happens within you will happen around you. The frequency of love, everyone is born into that frequency. It is a frequency of acceptance and non-judgment. It's a frequency of acceptance and non-judgment. In that place, there is no resistance to creation or what will unfold within you or around you from that vibration. And every one of you has some awareness of what love is to some degree. And to the degree that you have that awareness, to that degree you will affect change within your body and the world around you. Many of you are struggling with emotions of uncertainty and fear, and some of you are simply developing further your awareness of what love is, how it functions as a creative mechanism of consciousness. Even in this moment, as you hear these words, we attempt to project this vibration out to you. As long as there's no resistance within you, then there's a place that usually starts in the heart of your body where you begin to feel that sensation where your awareness goes there, and there's a calmness that begins to develop, like watching waves on the ocean begin to calm before your very eyes. You begin to feel a peace that begins to start in the heart. And as you give that vibration attention, you begin to feed it as it begins to feed you, like two drops of water coming together. You unite in a greater strength of the vibration of each other, one attending and receiving, the other receiving and attending. It becomes a circle then, a full circle of love given and love received within you. If you consider that vibration of love right now, that you understand, it does not have to be what we understand, it has to be what you understand. And if you understand that vibration of love within your body, you can feel it. You begin to give it attention. You begin to nurture it. It begins to unfold within you. As that happens, there are influences that begin to occur in the different parts of your body, the different organs, the different nerves, the different glands, the different muscles and bones, the tendons, the ligaments, the marrow, the brain, every part of the body. As it begins to feel this vibrational wave that you attend to, are you considering love right now? Are you considering love right now? Feeling it, giving it your attention? As you continue to nurture it with your attention, it responds like a plant that was dried, being given water. It begins to come to life within you. This vibration of love begins to come alive within you merely by considering its presence within you. Your attention does that. You, beautiful soul, with your attention, begin to resurrect the life of love within you, and that life begins to grow. And as you feel it, it grows further, and you begin to nurture each other. The cause and effect become one, and the cause and the effect grow with your attention. To indulge in the sensation of it, the vibration of it, to feel your heart expanding, to begin to feel that, to become aware of that, you feed it further, and it begins to gently expand out from that central point of your attention. Love, to whatever degree that you are willing to allow yourself to feel it at this time, will begin to grow and evolve. You see animals like chickens that can sit on an egg, and they keep that egg nurtured with their body heat. Their attention, their focus is on it, and a life begins to grow inside that structure. And they attend to it carefully, spinning the egg gently from time to time to ensure the wholeness of it begins to feel the attentions of the mother to the egg. As that attention is given repeatedly over this cycle of 28 days, there is a life emerging. One, the cause, the other effect, the effect responding to the cause, and the cause and effect are one in the process. To consider love, even to consider love, begins this process of what love does. Even to consider what is love as a feeling for me, to consider that for yourself. What is love as a feeling for me? To consider that question. To keep your attention on the internal response that will come to you when you ask that question. What is love as a vibration, as a feeling to me? You ask that question, and there is a response, even if only to a small degree. But that begins the story of love's evolution inside you, the deliberate unfoldment of it as an act of your conscious awareness interacting with the conditions of this physical structure that you exist within, called the body or the world or the universe. You begin to enable love to function in your life, because love is not something that is separate from you. It is something within you. It is always there, but like that chick in the egg, it needs the nurturing to come to fruition, to break out of the confines of its restriction in that shell. And so too do you when you align yourself to that vibration of love internally, to the degree you're willing to. And if you're willing to continue, that degree will increase. And what does love do? Love heals. Love restores. Love reorganizes the conditions of your body. Many of you try to get rid of your suffering rather than instilling and cultivating love. Offer your love to your suffering and observe what will happen. Offer your love to your suffering and you will be amazed at what will happen. Like a child suffering and a parent's love extended and the child's suffering ends. True love casteth out all suffering, as true love casteth out all fear. Love is the instrument of creation that the divine placed within you as you. That is what love is. And to the degree you're willing to consider love within you, what is love for you as a vibration, as you consider that, you begin to awaken its presence even in your deepest moments of suffering. There is freedom. Even in your deepest moments of suffering, there is freedom. So we find ourselves here with the understanding of what love does for you. You do not need to know what love will do for you, but you do need to know that through your attention to it, it does certain things. Just as certain other emotional qualities, when enacted, does certain things. Fear and anger do certain things through your body. Joy and love and playfulness do certain things through your body. They have an effect on the structure of your body. They have an effect on the energy surrounding you. To deliberately and intentionally be able to articulate a vibration of love within you, to deliberately and intentionally articulate a vibration of love within you so that it grows, will lead you to some very delightful and wonderful experiences of what love does. It does not restrict itself to your body, for as you give it more attention, it blossoms, it grows, it expands, it feeds the nerves, the organs, the glands. It begins to radiate, to emanate out from your body, this vibration of love, as you stay more focused on it. Not be distracted by other things, but stay focused on this vibration of love and observe it. Observe what begins to happen within your body and around you, for you don't restrict your energy to this form. You emanate it. You can emanate joy, you can emanate love, you can emanate fear, you can emanate anger, you can emanate whatever vibration you choose to give attention to. And what better delight to give attention to than love? And what better delight than to experience the rewards of that love? It is beautiful. It is very beautiful. Good morning, everybody. So considering love, to spend time in love each day is so important. Julia's got a question. I think I'm having trouble getting to sleep due to upgrades, high energy, but any advice for me on how to sleep again? No remedy aids, healing helps, and each day is hard work. Well, if you are listening very carefully to what we're saying, then you will begin to feel this calmness that love gives you. But we've also seen the other side of this, where love can drive you to be more awake, to be more aware, to be more active. And sometimes it can do things that you would least expect. But if you understand that you function from love, consciously and deliberately, there is no fear. An hour's sleep can be 8 hours sleep from the perspective of love. A day can be but a minute with love. Love changes and alters your experience and your perception of time. Would you consider this? Would you dare to consider what love is for you? As you lie there to sleep and put that body to rest at night, when you lie there, to consider what love is within that body, to allow yourself to give attention to that, to observe what happens as that vibration of love expands within that body. For love heals, love nurtures, love excites, love delights. There are many shades to love. And as you give that attention, you will find a different experience that you may cultivate. If you choose to continue to focus on your sleeplessness as a state of restlessness, that is what you will experience. If you choose to put your body into a state of love because you wish it to be refreshed, rejuvenated, revitalized in love, then it shall be done to you. Hey, Drusilla. Question from JC. I'm expecting my first grandson in March. What energy will this new baby bring to our family? Great joy. There's great joy in this one. If you understand love's nature, there is no question. What would you anticipate other than love? Why would you even consider anything other than love? But there will be great joy in that. Is there not in love great joy? Well, that's correct. True love, there's somebody making a comment, Heather's making a comment saying, true love expects nothing because it is everything. True love doesn't expect anything because it is everything. And it just organizes matter very differently than fear. Love and fear are polarities of one and the same creative force. But the effects of in time, space, and matter with fear versus love are very different. You don't need to worry about what you're going to get from love. You don't need to worry about what you will get from love if you are not in a state of fear, because love will give you what love gives you. Fear will give you what fear gives you. Fear not. That's a great statement. Yeah, you should be getting a breather the next couple of days. These ascension energies have been really, really intense these last 3 weeks. And there's going to be about a 2 or 3 day break this week. So you should get some really good sleep over the next couple of nights. Remember, these are higher vibrational energies coming in from the galactic center as well as from the central sun of this solar system. There are energies, vibrational energies. Science calls them gamma radiation, cosmic radiation. There are different labels giving to them, but in the last analysis, they're still just energy that you can consciously integrate very differently. Your biology in and of itself is affected by these things in a very precise way, but your consciousness can change the interface of how that substance will affect you. So yeah, during the next couple of days, that energy is going to drop down significantly, and then you'll have the chance to begin to integrate. But when you find yourself feeling intense fatigue, or you're finding yourself feeling restless, sit the body down, relax it, align yourself in consciousness to love. Deliberately align yourself to a vibrational awareness of love as you understand it to be. You can't have it be more than what you perceive it to be, but it will become more of what you perceive it to be because you're giving it attention. Your attention nurtures whatever you give attention to. Whether you're giving attention to love or fear, each one will grow according to the attention you give to it. So give love your heartfelt attention when you feel those ascension symptoms of restlessness or nervousness or anxiousness. Sit down, breathe, relax, get the body vibration aligned to love. Get your attention aligned to love. The body will integrate energy very differently from that frequency than it will from a frequency of fear or anger, any of those other emotional energies that most people are giving attention to these days, because they don't understand what's going on. A lot of people don't understand the stuff that's happening in human collective unconscious isn't just because of human collective unconscious. People are affected mentally, psychologically by these higher frequencies of energy. And if you're in a strong, low vibrational state of consciousness, then that's what's going to get amplified. If you're in a higher state of vibrational consciousness, then that's what will get amplified. I recall hearing Sadhguru speaking about this subject last week, that he's recognized that, as many mystics do. They recognize that the reality is energy neither creates nor destroys. It changes from one shape, one shift, one expression to another. It just shifts energy from one state to another. Please remember that when these higher ascension energies, align yourself to these, sit your body down, breathe it, relax it, get it still, get it quiet, align your awareness to a vibration of love. And that vibration of love will begin to change the way the system will integrate and process energies coming into it and energies leaving it. Really important at this time, guys. Really, really important. Question from Nicole. I've been having weird dreams where I'm calling out for Archangel Michael. Why it is happening? Everybody, again, when we are outside the scope of our own level of experience, it is a good thing to call on your angels and your guides at any time. There are multidimensional beings. Just because what we see with our eyes is all we see with our eyes does not mean there's more. There is more than we see with our eyes. Just the auditory spectrum and the visual spectrum, we only see a small piece of that. So take time to call on your guides, Master Jesus, Archangel Michael, Buddha. Call on those that you work with. Even your grandfather, your grandmother, those beings that have evolved beyond form, that understand more than they did when they were in form. But you can always call on your guides, Nicole. Take the time to do that. Take the time to sit down with them, call his presence in, because their energy can pump yours up a bit, shift yours enough. Because sometimes when we don't have the resources internally, we try to find something that's got a higher potential than we do. Right? One of the reasons I love to work with Master Jesus is his potential in consciousness and knowledge and wisdom is beyond mine. And so I can work with that. I can work through that. And you learn to allow that. It's like turning to a good friend, that you do in this third dimensional world, where you'll find somebody that knows more than you know to get information from. Well, your guides and angels do that. The multidimensional beings do that. The Pleiadians do that. There are many beings that you can call on. Just ask, give me some help. Become sensitive. A lot of people are so caught up in body, mind, and mentality that they're desensitized to the subtler realms of energy and consciousness. And this is a really important time for opening your clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance to these other dimensional beings to receive guidance from them, especially the higher vibrational ones, right? Thank you, Nicole. Great question. Question from Khan. If we actually feel and give love daily, like 1 billion strong, would you actually need to manifest a healed body? Would the body heal naturally as a side effect? Absolutely. True love casteth out all fear. All fear maintains all suffering. When you come to the awareness that you may choose to align yourself to fear or align yourself to love, the results will be very distinctly different. You will know it by your experience. By its experience, you will know it. So if you are aligning to love, you will experience something very different in your body. As we've been transmitting this since the beginning of this transmission, please understand the vibration of love is one you must choose. It will not just happen spontaneously unless you ask for assistance. If you do not feel that you have love within you, then you can ask for assistance. Give me a vibration of love that I can feel. Feel it. It is within you. It is what you are. You will not find it necessarily in your mind. Sometimes you will not find it in your body, but you will always find it in spirit. To ask for this vibration of love to be bestowed on you. It is what you are in your true nature. Remember this. A question from Michelle. I would like some advice or guidance regarding decisions I need to make for my health and treatment plans for my health. This is a great question. And any of you that are seeking treatment for anything, always ask what love would guide you to do. You can ask this. Love will give you different thoughts. Love will give you different ideas. They said in the background, they said, love will gift you. Love will gift you different ideas. Love will gift you different experiences. Love will gift you different knowledge. Please understand that. Love, the vibration itself, when you can align yourself to it, to whatever degree you can, it will begin to gift you with what love is. And the more you give it attention, the more that energy expands. The more it begins to move into the nuclei, the cells, it begins to wake itself up. The very life inside every cell becomes augmented into the image and likeness of that vibration of love. So when you go to make these decisions from that place of love. You will know if the decision is from a place of love because you will feel it. You'll feel yes. It will expand your energy. If it is a decision from fear, your energy will contract. Always love expands, illuminates, excites, delights, whereas fear does the opposite of that. So make your decisions when you are in that expanded state, and you'll know that whatever decision you make will come from that, and what will come from that will be what's from that. Love gives what love is, as fear gives what fear is. There are clear distinctions between the two in terms of how your body and your world are experiencing them. And we are watching with great curiosity to see how you as a collective species will play out these next few years. Will you allow your fears to continue to govern you dominantly as a species, or will you choose to swing your attention back to love? The love is the nature of what you are. So we shall see, because all of us have gone through this process of evolution deliberately. At first, for some of you, it is a hit and miss. You're trying to figure out what to do or what to say. But we can assure you, when you align yourself to that vibrational awareness of love, you will understand there's a very big difference in terms of your decisions. What you will say, what you will do, how you will say them, and how you will do them. There's a vast difference between love and fear. Wow, thank you. Great question, Michelle. Let's see. Question from Heather. So this pain all over my body has been extreme, and vertigo too. I'm focused on loving my body. My breath also, I'm focusing. What's next? I'm really glad you asked that question, Heather. It's so important. A lot of people want to get rid of their pain. They want to get rid of their suffering, not realizing that which suffers and that which was in pain is calling for love. That which is suffering within you is calling for love. Feel that pain and choose to offer your love to that pain. Choose to offer your love to your pain. You know, we're beginning our Mediumship 102 program tomorrow. For those of you that want to sign up, please sign up today for this course. This question that Heather's asked about pain in her body. We are so conditioned to avoid pain, and that's a physical reaction. The body likes to avoid pain. That's its function, to avoid pain and experience pleasure. That's the way the body's made. You're not your body, but that's the way the body is made to survive in this physical dimension. Now you're in that physical body. Now you're dealing with the body's automatic mechanism of avoiding pain and going towards pleasure. But we, in the 102 course, we begin to look at the process of what happens if you extend love to the suffering of your body. What happens if you extend love to that pain? What happens if you feel sad and disparaged? What happens if you offer your love to that sadness? And we go very deeply into meditative processes where you get to experience what love actually does within your body, within your emotional field, when you are consciously and deliberately extending it to it. So that pain that you're feeling in your body, Heather, close your eyes right now. Like, become aware of that pain and then extend your love and compassion to it and watch what happens. And please share your experience of what happens when you do that. But really go deeply into what love is for you and offer your love to that pain. Give the pain your love and watch what happens. Love is a transmuting frequency. So is fear is a transmuting frequency. Each creates different effects in the conditions of matter and the environment. So take the time, just 2 or 3 minutes right now, to go into that vibration of love and extend that to the pain and share what happens in your body from that process. Again, this 3-week course coming up is really powerful. It teaches you, we teach you how to meditate. You learn how to meditate a minimum of 20 minutes a day in the first week of the program, a minimum of 40 minutes a day in the second week of the program, and 60 minutes a day in the third week of the program. And we have students that meditate for 2, 3, 4 hours now that never thought they could ever meditate at all. And in that state of consciousness where your body and mind are your servant, not your master, you can affect greater change over the consciousness of the body. It no longer operates automatically anymore. You're not functioning from pleasure-pain mechanism. You're functioning from a conscious, deliberate, creative process. And we go into that very deeply, where you get to transcend all your suffering. Good morning, Anne Maria. Question from Tanya. Since having raised my little crow, I feel very connected to crows. I have many weird synchronicities concerning crows lately. What does the crow collective want to communicate to me? The words divine order are immediately coming to my consciousness with the crow, that this is about a process of creation, a process of life-sustaining actions that you have bestowed on this consciousness, and their connection to you is now understood, that your love for their well-being is equal now as theirs is for you. There are specific things they will guide you to do in terms of where to go and when and how. Pay close attention. You'll be surprised at just what these harbingers of spirit will offer you. Crows are the cleanup crew on the third dimension. Question from Vertical. I was really shocked yesterday how bad my gums look. I tried to release this energy with my hand. Should I move the energy up out of the head by breathing? Yes, you can absolutely do that. If you got a severe blockage anywhere in one of your energy centers, then you want to get that energy moving through it. So yeah, you want to draw that energy, that breath up. Draw that energy out. But I'm also getting too that, hydrogen peroxide would be really good for you. Hydrogen peroxide would be really good for your gums at this time. And be mindful. There's also saying, tell her to be mindful of what she speaks and the way she speaks it. Be very mindful of the way you speak. Yes, interesting. Question from Adam. Can you ask Freya on if it's true that she wanted to carry me on an astral trip? If so, where did she want to carry me on the astral and why? For what purpose? And to see what? Which realm? She's saying you ask a great deal of questions for something that is very simple. As much as you would like to know, sometimes a surprise is always well deserved. Do you not wish to be surprised? They are the best ways of recognizing that change is coming in the way you expected it to, but not when you expected. Always wanting to know can get in the way of your knowing. Please understand this. Always wanting to know will often get in the way of your knowing. So be open to allowing the process. Be open to allowing surprise. Be open to allowing yourself to be guided. You are not alone here. You know you're not alone. Do not fear. No harm will come nigh thee. Interesting. Thank you, Adam. Wow. So much to do in so little time, isn't there? Got time for 2 more questions. Question from Anne Marie. Any insight on what is happening with my teeth and gums? I think that, yes, a lot of people. We've got to watch our words. We've got to watch our language. Also, there's, there's also a process of remineralization that needs to occur. Yes. Carriers. I'm getting strong for you anyway. I'm getting Marie, magnesium. You need magnesium. It's really important for you right now. Magnesium. And saying there's a type of calcium. I don't know what this is, but there's a type of calcium that your body needs. That's not something you would buy, but it's something that you need. It's a type of calcium, magnesium and calcium. Mm. Mm. Yes. 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 I understand. Question from Rudy. Is there any message for me? Please. Thank you. It's funny, Rudy. There's something in your way right now. You've got something in your way. It's literally like a wall that you've got in your way. You've got to yeah, it's not something you can move. You have to go around this wall. I don't know what the wall is. They're just saying it's been in front of you for a while. I don't know what they're referring to, but they're saying he has to go around the wall. Again, I don't know that is this a mental wall? Is this it's a component of it? No, this has got to do with people. There's a gathering of people that is literally that make up this wall that are in your way. You have to go around them. Don't try to push through them. Go around them. Wow. Wow. Great. I think we're good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to seeing you at the meditation tomorrow at yeah, we'll be changing that too. The meditation tomorrow on Supernatural Saturday. It's going to be on love. It's literally going to be on connecting with love. For those of you that are interested in taking the Mediumship 102 intermediate course, please go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and register today. Registration will be closed at the end of the weekend, and I'll look forward to seeing you there. We got some people already here that are already signed up for the course, so I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning for the orientation. And be prepared. The next 3 weeks are going to go so fast. We just finished the 101 and it was so quick. When you're evolving yourself, time changes. When you're evolving yourself deliberately and consciously, you change the way time works in your life. So I look forward to seeing you guys. If you want to support this channel, go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes, and you can offer your support there. Much love to all of you. Thank you, my patrons. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Click the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and you'll know when we come live at any time. Much love to all of you. Bye for now. Have a wonderful and a joy-filled day.